Peacock dropped a trailer
They
over the
did.
weekend.
What? I thought it was Netflix.
No, and that's
It's
why
Peacock?
I had to do some research. Yeah, this is not the 50 Cent doc we've been waiting for. This is something totally different.
I promise I watched
So
it, y'all. I just didn't realize.
it says Peacock. It
No, you're right.
says that there's a doc coming. It says it's a Peacock original. It even says
Mm,
that in the link to the trailer.
yeah.
And it comes out January 14th on Peacock. This is not an ad. They did not pay us.
Although they should, or at least just give us free Peacock for a year and we'll review the shows. We'll watch the games. Any of them. Hockey, baseball, whatever you got going on over there. I don't know. I don't know what. I know they show live games, but I don't even know what sporting events they are.
The trailer that dropped, y'all, is called Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy.
Yep,
We saw the trailer.
we did. What did
I'm out
you
of
think?
water. Trying
I
to sip
got
my water.
plenty.
No.
What did you think?
It's an interesting trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they are speaking to people from Diddy's life. Somebody said they knew him since he was 4 years old. Now it's like, where they found this nigga at?
That's what they did to Kevin Spacey. Remember when they I don't know why I'm harkening back to so many different things tonight, but remember when Kevin Spacey um they found people who knew him from like junior high or high school and was like, I knew something was up with that motherfucker.
It was high school or junior high school, yeah, when the
Yeah.
guy was like, he tried to jerk him off in the car or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to retell the story.
You brought it up. I
I
just remembered.
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I be taking my memory pills, you know what I'm saying?
You and I don't. Which is a gift and a curse.
Anyway, what did you think about this trailer? I have more thoughts. I'll come back, but I just, jump in here.
The first thought I had was whenever there's something negative to be said about Diddy, Sarah's gonna be right in the thick of things. Sarah
Sarah.
don't miss a beat.
I don't know who Sarah is. Who's Sarah?
Sarah from the band. She's in the trailer.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even peep that. Which one was Sarah? The blonde lady?
No. She has dark hair, light skin.
Oh, so maybe I just got to rewatch it. Because first it was a woman with blonde hair. Then it was an Asian lady. No.
You might be talking about Sarah. I don't think Sarah is Asian.
Oh, okay.
Um,
No, she's not. But maybe I didn't see it good.
Sarah was
Yeah, I
there.
watched it on my phone.
Sarah was the one who said she never wanted to be alone with him.
Ah, okay.
Or no, or excuse me. She said she only wanted, I think she was the one who said she only wanted to talk to him like when there were cameras around.
Got it.
I believe that's what she said. So she was there, and I'm not saying that because I'm not saying that in support of Diddy. I'm just saying that as like a funny little thing that I
Right.
feel like she's always kind of whenever somebody wants to have a negative conversation about Diddy, she's
She's down.
right there. And that's a result of the things she went through when she was on the band.
Listen, sometimes it's up and it's stuck. Sometimes it's
Right.
beef for life. If no one else, I understand that.
Gotcha. So she was there. Also one of the guys from Day 26. I'm pretty sure that was one of the guys from Day 26
Oh, okay.
who's in it as well. Which I think is important because a lot of the narrative that the media uses, um, they lump in everything that went on making the band as like a way to explain, Diddy, the way Diddy wielded his power around. You often see clips when they're talking about him. You often see clips from him being on Making the Band and sending the people who would later become the band, um, to go to Junior's for cheesecake and whatnot. So I don't know. The trailer didn't really give us much. I think it's really difficult. I think it's going to be really difficult to do a documentary about Diddy that's going to be comprehensive. And I say that because not enough people are willing to stand on that ledge. So to me, the doc looked a little sparse. And maybe it'll be different when it actually comes out. I'm willing to watch it. But it looked a little sparse to me. Like it looked like it didn't have enough people. It looked like it didn't have enough information. And it's, to me, it's pretty hard to do. I think that everyone has tried to recreate surviving R. Kelly over the years when it comes to these types of stories. That is probably the most comprehensive documentary about this sort of thing that we have seen, because there were so many firsthand accounts of what happened, like people it actually happened to. I don't think we're gonna really get anything that comprehensive. Maybe 50 Cent has a different angle. And like I said, I'm willing to watch the Peacock doc. I just don't feel like it's, to me, it looked like it's not going to have a lot of information. I feel like it's going to be like that other streamer that jumps to put together a doc about certain things. And then you get like disjointed information. Like you get like 30 minutes, 35 minutes of let's run down everything that's happened since December 2023 to now. That's not really enough information.
Okay.
So I don't know. That was my take, but it's a 2-minute trailer. So there could be far more information that they're just not giving us. I just feel like these days with trailers, they give us a lot of information, and this just felt like it wasn't sufficient for me.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of that. I feel like they got the cameraman who's saying, "Oh, I've been, recording Diddy for years. I've seen a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff." He says, anytime there's a room that's red, a very specific act is happening or is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think the opposite. I think they are speaking to people who are willing to discuss things that they have seen and have been a part of in a
Mm-hmm.
certain sense. I think having that camera guy, whoever it is, videographer, whatever this person's role is, was whatever. I think having all of that BTS footage will allow them to paint a very specific picture, which clearly they want to make.
Right.
Where this is saying the making of a bad boy, using it as a
Mm-hmm.
way to say a not good person. So I think they have enough just off this trailer to kind of paint a specific narrative. And I'm curious to see how they're going to do that, because that BTS footage alone may have things that you may not have known, you may not have seen, you may not have heard of, and for a lot of people that may be enough to uh, satisfy what they're looking for from a doc. I think people are rushing to do docs, period, on Diddy right now, and I think the smarter move is to not do one until after
After
everything
the
is
trial,
done.
I think what made doing it again. I think what made Megan Thee Stallion's doc so interesting is that we got to watch things play out throughout the course of her dealing with the trial, and we got to see a culmination of that.
Gotcha.
I think the best documentaries happen over a very long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like Nexium. Nexium doc was great and had a million parts because there was so much documented footage from.
The HBO one was only 12 episodes, even with the 2 seasons.
But that's what I'm saying. That's a lot of episodes for a documentary or a docu series.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Usually you get like 2 parts, maybe 4 parts, six parts max.
guess.
For like true documentaries, not.
I think there's a difference between a docu-series and a documentary film. I think docu-series are going to be more in-depth and also stretch things out because they have the ability to do so, where a documentary film will probably be more concise because it's got to be the whatever hour and a half or 2 hours, where with a documentary series, a docu-series, yeah, you can use 12 hours or 10 hours or whatever.
Mhm.
What's the one with the old guy? I forget the name. The rich dude who, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh
The
yeah.
Max series.
I can't think of it right now, but I can see him.
It's called The Something, and then it's about the old dude who
Yeah.
possibly killed his wife, killed his neighbor, possibly killed his best friend. They
Right.
had 2 seasons too. Also a Max thing. Max did not pay us, but just
Yeah.
saying, like, that was 2 seasons too. And so um I think it's called The Sphinx or something. I can't remember the
It's
name.
something like that. Yeah.
Whatever it is, y'all can put it in the comments. My point is, I think a docu series has the ability to stretch things out and also be more in depth if they choose to. Where with a documentary film, you kind of got to be more concise.
Right, but even when you have like a two-part doc that's maybe max 2 hours or whatever it is, if it was done a certain way, it doesn't really matter how long it was, right? Like I, I guess what I'm pointing towards is that to me, for me, as someone who likes documentaries, the chronology of it really matters. So having old footage, having the reason I brought up Nexium is because they had all of this old footage that maybe wasn't even supposed to, I mean, that we
Right.
know wasn't supposed to be used for a documentary
Right.
about Keith Raniere's wrongdoings. It was supposed to
Mhm.
just be them documenting everything. But I know someone else who documents everything and probably when they're ready to will be able to have a whole documentary done about their life because of all their footage. The Kanye stuff, like things that we wouldn't even think of. That's what made it interesting, right? Like we got backstory, but not just backstory, not just somebody who knew you when you were a kid saying this happened, but them saying it and then being able to pan to a video of it actually happening or something adjacent to it happening. I don't know. To me, those are the better documentaries. And what I worry about here is that we're focusing on a short amount of time and we don't have the full picture yet of what it will be. So now we've got documentaries now, and then what we're gonna have documentaries. Then I'm gonna be documentary out when it
Yeah.
comes to Diddy
And
at
I
that
think that's
point.
exactly what's going to happen. I think they're either
Yeah.
going to do part two, which is the stuff after the case,
Hmm.
when it's all over, or you're just going to have another slew of documentaries that come out that then try to paint the entire picture.
Yeah, which at that point it's like we lived through it, so
Right.
it's not gonna be. There's certain documentaries that saw came out, and I was just like, we lived through this, so it's not of use to me. It's not of interest to me. But yeah, well,
Gotcha.
you gonna watch it?
I'm not against watching it. I mean, we do this podcast, so I would watch it for the purposes of this podcast.
Same.
If not, no, probably not.
Yeah, I would watch it for the podcast.
Yeah. It's the gig is the gig is the gig, baby. Sometimes you do things
We
just for
gotta
the
do what we
gig.
gotta do. Yeah, no,
That's right.
you're right.
That's
You're
right.
right.